Hey, this is Olivia Reid, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about my new single, Runner's High, as part of the Behind the Song series. This song means so much to me, and really is trying to capture the feeling of what it's like to chase after something that you've always dreamed of. So whether you're a runner, which I am sometimes, or you're just somebody that's working really hard every single day to pay the bills, to do something that you're really passionate about, to provide for somebody around you, this song is about that chase. And I think at some point along that chase, you hit this stage where your legs move faster than your thoughts and you kind of get into a flow. And that's what Runner's High is trying to describe. So it can be really unsettling for me, and I think whether you struggle with anxiety or just kind of tying your self-worth to productivity, it can be really hard to sit still, and it can be really hard to be present and take in the full moment. And so I kind of create this lifestyle where I'm always going, I'm always moving, I'm always working towards the next thing. And that can be really tiring, so the song explores that a little bit, or it can be kind of pressurizing, but it also explores how rewarding some of those payoffs are, and how you can kind of find that flow state, or nirvana, as I say in the song. When I've shared this song with other people, it's so cool to see what it means to them. I think everybody has a different style or a different type of runner's high in their life. And that means something different to everybody. So I think the song is a bit of a motivational cheerleader for whatever you're chasing, whatever you're running towards, and also a reminder to kind of take in every moment along the way. Because I say this in the song, where at the end of the day we're only chasing ourselves, and we kind of compete against ourselves over and over again. But it's not a race that needs to be won per se. It's just any kind of motion is forward motion, even if that's slow motion. So yeah, that's a little bit about the meaning of the song. It came to be in a really unique way. I got an Instagram message from this producer and artist called Rye Jones, and he sent me a really early iteration of the instrumental of this track. It was really different. I think it was actually called differently at the time. The instrumental was called something different. It just immediately transported me into this feeling that I was describing of what runner's high means, of that feeling of like kind of floating instead of being super aware of how quickly you're moving. You just kind of like float through the world with a lot of purpose. And that's when I first listened to the instrumental of the song in its really early stages. It made me feel that way. So I kind of immediately responded and was like, do you want to collaborate on this track? And Ryan was great. We had actually never met before. He was just kind of reaching out to say hello. And the end of this instrumental, and it's still mostly like this in the final version that just came out, has this long saxophone outro, and it's layered, and it just kind of grows and takes you into this whole new space as an outro. And Ryan had sent me it because of an early song that I had released called Organic Bloom. It has a verse chorus kind of structure, and then it just has a long, like, minute-and-a-half saxophone outro that I was really excited about at the time, but I didn't really expect anybody to hear that song. So here was Ryan, somebody who I had never met before, who had heard Organic Bloom, was inspired by that saxophone outro, and then went on to make this whole new song. And the instrumentation of that, along with this other great producer, Bastian Testori, they kind of created this early iteration and randomly sent it to me. And since then we've been collaborating, and we worked on it together, and all those lyrics came really easily for me after that, simply because the early instrumentation was so vivid, it was so visceral, it was such a immediate feeling for me, that then it was just the lyrics came from unpacking what that meant. And so, I chopped up some production things, and we added some more saxophone, moved things around in vocal production, and I wrote the rest of the lyrics, recorded that with a great engineer in Brooklyn. Her name's Amara, at Hyperviolet Studios in Brooklyn. And that's kind of how the final song came to be. Thanks so much for watching this Behind the Song series. I'm Olivia Reid, and go stream Runner's High. It's out now on all your favorite streaming platforms. Thanks for watching.
Searching for that runner's high.